Hello and welcome to another edition of ProtoMet's First Impressions, where I give my thoughts on the first episode of any new Tokusatsu show.
And I'm just here today because I had nothing else to do.
When did you get here? Today we'll be taking a look at the second season of Project Red's. The first episode of the second season of Project Red, Kakusei Hunter Omegahorn, which is a sequel, sort of, to earlier this year's Super Space Sheriff Gavin, Hyperspace Sheriff Gavin Infinity. And it's set in the same multiverse, and that it really makes me super excited.
He wasn't a fan.
I'm not a fan, and I don't think a lot of other people were.
I haven't watched it yet, so I don't have an opinion.
I mean, maybe I'm just super disappointed because I loved the Space Sheriff trilogy, and this show wasn't. Like, it was a Space Sheriff series in name only. But, so yeah, going into Omegahorn, I didn't exactly have the highest expectations, but I will admit, the world that they're setting up seems to be interesting.
Yeah, it seems like they're in the Wild West-ish, but also modern.
Yeah, it's a weird mix of fantasy rural towns, but there's also high tech.
Yeah. The thing that calls the monsters is pretty much a
megaphone.
Megaphone.
Which is actually kind of where the show's title comes from. It's a corruption of a megaphone, of the Japanese pronunciation of megaphone.
And first we get I'm kind of disappointed that, they showed off the costume right away.
They were basically showing off all the giant monsters that are going to be major parts of the series. And during a battle later, you can absolutely tell which monster isn't going to be showing up very often. More on that later.
Yep.
Well, I get that they were trying to set up that this is a world where giant monsters used to basically dominate until they were disappeared.
They got teleported, I think, by a bunch of lightning from this guy in a robe of some sort. I'm
operating under the assumption that they all got caught in Pokeballs. They all got recalled by their Pokemon trainers.
Technically, this did seem like a live-action giant kaiju Pokemon series.
Which is an interesting premise, I will give you that. Yeah. It's just that the world that they're trying to set up feels like it can't figure out what its setting is trying to be similar to. Like, I'm getting, like, sort of Mad Max, Wild West, high tech.
Yeah, it's kind of a mind fuck.
It's really hard to really click with this world set on this show set on a fantasy world when most of the characters who are just background extras are just wearing regular clothes that you would see anyone wearing.
Yes, yeah.
But then it's clashing with the characters who are on camera who are wearing these more elaborate and complex outfits, and it's like...
Yep. It's like, also like Monster Rancher or Monster Hunter or something, just...
I definitely get the kind of Monster Hunter feel because some of the weapons that some of these hunters use are definitely monster-themed.
Yeah. It's... One has like a sword and then like maybe a swordfish.
Another has a flail.
It just... one had a big cat that turned into two cats.
I think that was a bulldog.
Was it a bulldog? Oh.
It looked like a bulldog to me.
Yeah, it could have been. And our main character has a big elk thing.
A big a big elk lion thing.
Yeah. It's like just like, and he takes a human form and
like I'll give the fact that he has a much different outfit from everybody else because the whole idea is that he's just an ancient creature taking on a human form.
yeah.
So it's like he's the one exception to this whole. I can't tell what this setting is based on the costumes thing.
Yeah, he's from way in the past.
So it's like, yeah, no, I can understand.
Yeah, he's like wearing like a robe or casual like wear. But
Also, he's got this sort of bearing as if he were the king. I think he calls himself the king of the Omegahorns.
And
But then we got Shout, who in his civilian form looks like Red from Pokemon.
yeah.
It's like he didn't click with me until he mentioned it.
I'm like, I'm getting from his like base form outfit. I see just getting Pokemon vibes.
Like when I first saw the character, in like promotional material, he had the vibe of like a messenger or a delivery person. Mm-hmm. And he still does that, but how predominantly red it is, absolutely reminds one of Red from Pokemon.
Yep. And he is a treasure hunter technically. So
He's not a hunter, he's a treasure hunter. He makes that distinction.
Yeah.
But he's also got a Tokusatsu hero form.
Yep.
Which he just casually has. It's like, okay.
He's like,
all right.
Usually the Gavins get their elf costumes, I'm just saying.
Speaking of Gavin, the main actor from the previous show shows up as a character who is also named Reiji. And the next episode preview gives us a glimpse of a couple Gavins from the previous show, and that wasn't even my breaking point. My breaking point was much earlier, but it certainly didn't help.
The battery pack. That was his first.
The Ego Gears, the Egor Gears, which are basically just slightly different versions of the Amor Gears from the previous season, and I didn't care for them then. And I think I'm a bit more accepting of them here because they're treated a bit more like, say, the batteries from like Power Rangers Dino Charge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or its Japanese equivalent. It's like, if it's done like that, then yeah, sure, fine, I can accept the gimmick. But if you're gonna make them outright characters and the spawners of monsters like they did last season, it feels like you're advertising the toy more than than telling a story. And I'm really hoping that this is a good blend of selling the toys with telling a good story.
Yeah. Yeah, just megaphones that shoot monsters out of them.
Kind of.
Yeah.
But then there was also like a villain group that haven't actually done anything bad other than hunt outlaw hunters, which could just be their phrase for hunters who don't want to join them.
Yeah.
For all we know.
Probably.
Like, they just kind of show up, have this aura of villain group, but who knows? They could just be, I don't know.
They might not be villain, but they seem very villainous.
They definitely are very villain-coded.
Yeah,
And Shout just kind of is there.
Yeah, I'm the main protagonist. Hello.
Like, it really, again, doesn't help that you've got, like Wild West type settlement towns, but then their main character is using a device that's similar to a smartphone.
Yep.
It's just like...
And it, talks to him.
And it talks to him. He's got a Siri.
He's got a Siri. Siri or Alexa?
It's like, okay. A sentient Siri or Alexa, too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which, again, that isn't that unusual in Tokusatsu or really any media.
No.
it just is something I kind of forgot about until you brought it up.
After we got done watching this, there was a short for another thing that had the characters in it.
Yeah, like in the previous series, there's like a short spin-off, a downtime sort of. This is what the characters are doing when the show isn't focusing on them.
Yep.
And it's occasionally I do actually kind of enjoy these kind of spin-offs, but the one that they did for Gavin really didn't do much aside from introduce some character who briefly shows up in the show proper. Like, if you were not watching any of the spin-off series, that character showing up in an episode would have been like, who the heck is this?
Why is he here?
And yeah, I'm just at a certain point I just was like, I'm done.
Yep.
I think it was when they introduced the Agorgir, and it was just like, oh, they're bringing it back.
Yeah, we watched it. He saw the scene and he just flipped his hands up.
Like, fuck. Again, they are being treated a bit differently in this series, so.
Yeah.
But again, this was me before I found out that they were just using it as just a gimmick.
Yep.
And nothing more, so.
Yeah. I guess I don't got any more to say.
I'm hoping that the show turns out to be better than I'm expecting. I mean, I'll give it a bit of credit. It's a Pokemon Tokusatsu show with giant monsters, and that is an interesting premise. I just hope that they can stick the landing.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're already bringing in the space sheriffs from the previous season, it really feels like they're trying to force us to like something that, like I said, it kind of reminded me how in Kakaider 01, the original Kakaider showed up early on in this series before we really got a feel for the new guy, and it really didn't help his chances. Even though Kakaider 01 had more episodes than the original Kakaider, but
there is something out there that is already giant kaiju Pokemon relation, and that's Ultra 7.
That is Ultra 7. Oh, and Mega Monster Battle.
That's right. So they beat you to it, Gavin.
Ha! It's not even Gavin, it's Omegahorn. They beat you to it, Omegahorn.
Wrong series, I apologize.
I mean, we're close.
Metal Hero series, okay?
That's what we're calling it now. We're still calling it the Metal Hero series. I know it's called Project Red, but they started off with a Gavin reboot, and this one's set in the same multiverse. It's Metal Heroes.
Yep.
You can't change my mind.
You can't see much.
The screw doesn't work.
No.
It's all stripped. You're not getting any leverage there.
Yep.
Yep. Microwaves.
Microwaves. Yep.
Microwave cell phones. Just what you would expect to see in the Wild West.
Yeah. But you can definitely tell the ones that are like trainers and battlers and such because they're strange outfits they're wearing. Part of me wants to say they were at a Renaissance fair / Western thing.
Western Renaissance Fair. The Wild West equivalent to a Renaissance festival.
Yeah.
That is actually an apt description. I did not consider that.
The guy would look kind of like a Viking-ish.
Oh, we didn't even mention the twins who are just wearing school uniforms.
Yep.
They're Shout's first opponents as a hunter, and he's not even a hunter. And then,
I like how Megahorn's like, all right, I accept your challenge and something like that, and then
no, and Kaku is the guy who accepted the challenge. Captain Captain Omegahorn, aka Shout, was like, well, okay, I guess if you're doing this,
So,
just this once.
so he was supposed to shout into the microphone through the
Megahorn.
Megahorn, and then he sticks it in his backpack. Then he transforms
And fist fights the giant bulldog that splits into two bulldogs. It's like, okay, yeah, no,
Okay.
I get that.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
he's a hero, so why not?
Like, I was kind of worried that they had just given him a Tokusatsu Hero outfit to make it be like, oh, it's a Tokusatsu Hero show. Because he's the only one who's got this so far. They're probably going to give everyone that.
Yeah. And then he finally calls Megahorn, and
Kaku.
transforms into his beast form, and then a big cannon goes on his back, and
Cannon just kind of comes out of nowhere. No idea where that came from.
that random big satchel, visible satchel that everybody has,
Like, what did they summon a second monster to combine with him? What?
Yeah, I don't know. Then the bulldog got beat and ended up taking their little monster holder thing, and they gave it back.
They gave it back. Early in the episode, there's like a fight between this guy with a sideways Viking helmet and this lady with a Monster Hunter sword.
Yeah, that's 100% a Monster Hunter sword.
And they don't even summon their monsters. They just use their monsters to power it up. And the guy with the Viking horn, you could tell that his monster wasn't going to be showing up because it was basically just a still image when it was introduced. Whereas the other lady had a CGI model for her monster.
Yep, and I think she's going to be more of a main character.
Obviously, she's going to come back. The opening scene had like monsters fighting their color variant duplicates.
Yeah, it's like they were fighting each other, but in like fighting games, you select the same character. One has a slightly different color tone. That's what they did.
Or like old RPGs, if they wanted to indicate that a monster was stronger than another monster, they just changed its color.
Yep.
Which again, fine. I mean, Super Mario did it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It boosts up the roster. It sells more toys, I guess.
I guess.
I'm hoping that they're selling more of the toys of these than of the Ego Gears. They're probably going to sell the Ego Gears with the toys if they make toys. I hope they make toys because I'd collect some.
Yep.
Like these are kaiju.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
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 Kaiju.
Yeah. It's kind of our whole thing.
It's our gimmick, all right? Come on. That and trying foods, okay? Yeah. What?
Yeah. But I hope that this show winds up being a better narrative experience than the previous show was. Because otherwise I'll lose all faith that Toei can make a Tokusatsu show that doesn't have Kamen Rider in its title.
Nothing against Kamen Rider.
No, absolutely nothing against Kamen Rider. That's a compliment to Kamen Rider.
Yep.
Kamen Rider has been great the past couple of seasons, but Toei, the last couple of seasons of Toei shows have been...
Yeah, it's...
Well, more specifically, Toei's Tokusatsu shows that aren't Kamen Rider. That aren't co-produced by Ishinomori Pro.
He does good work.
They do good work. They did good work. Ishinomori isn't doing a whole lot of work these days, what with him being dead.
Yeah.
But his company, they're doing great work.
Well,
I don't have much more to say.
Me neither.
So, until next time, I'm ProtoMet.
I'm Tank.
See ya.
Bye. Please subscribe.